Hey guys, it's Laurel of the Dabbling Hook. How are you? It is a bright, sunny, breezy, warm day, hot day, warmish, hot day today. Having a glass of my mixture. Hope you guys are having a good day. Um, I'm not going to say it's going to be quick, but hopefully I won't drag on like I normally do. Um, what else? What else? What else? Yeah, not much. It's been a uh, bliss, bliss, blissfully calm weekday or work week. I can't speak already. It's not even the wine. Um, yeah, it's the start of vacation, summer vacation, so it was quite quiet. We only had one little, not quite an emergency, but event at work. um, but other than that, it was quite quiet, which is thankful. So, um, yeah, I don't have many notes, so hang on. I'm all over the place today already, and I just started. Okay. First, we're going to talk about whips, the usual whips. Didn't realize I was so. It's warm. A couple of acquisitions. My Line brand order, the 2 for 10. No, 5 for 10. Finally came in. There's a little story around that because I was waiting quite a while. Um, what else? I haven't gotten a whole lot. Well, I haven't gotten a whole lot of variety done this week. I've been working on hats. This month is supposed to be about hats, getting prepared for the fall, and I am woefully behind. So, anyway, first, a quick shout out to Amber of Also. Also, I just said Also because she's always talking about Valerie. Amber of Crochet. Her last, it was funny, her last episode she called the Rel Hour. So, thank you for the items that you made from my patterns. I appreciate that. So, if you guys don't know Amber, go check her out. She has a charity crochet along going on where she is collecting hats and scarves, things for little kids for the school where her kids go. But you can also make things and donate locally. But you can, I guess, still enter into her crochet along. I have not participated because I've got a lot on my plate right now. So, but for her, she also mentioned for her when she hits 500. So that's the other thing. She's trying to hit 500 subscribers by her birthday, which I think is the 17th of this month. So if you haven't already subscribed, go over, hit subscribe just so she can reach her goal. That would be greatly appreciated. And you're going to hear a lot of life noises because hubby is grilling and he's coming in and out. So um, life interruptions will happen. Not so much from the minions, though. Minion 2 is currently mad at me again. What else is new? um, anyway, fans on, so you'll hear that, and I think I'm going to need to reposition it because I can already feel myself sweating. So, again, go check out Amber and help her reach her goal of 500 subscribers if she hasn't already. I think she was at 480 something last time I checked. I could be wrong, or 470 something. But either way, go check her out. I think she was really close. All right. What else are we talking about? So I was watching one of Billy's videos, and if you guys don't know Billy, you really need to go subscribe. She is a joy to watch. She is just her laugh. Her laugh is like, you know how Setter has this little laugh and it brightens your day. Billy has that, and it just, you can't help but laugh along, especially when she gets like a card that like tickles her or whatever it is. I love her laugh. But she had said something in one of her videos because somebody sent something, I guess, that really touched her, and I can't remember exactly what it is, um, but she had mentioned, I think the person said that, you know, they found joy in watching her, and that they were influenced by her, and she really took that to heart. And she was talking about how we don't know that we bring joy to others. And I you know, at first I'm like, really, people take joy from, I mean, we all crochet. um, but then it just really struck me, yeah, like I watch people all the time crocheting, doing tutorials, whatever, and it does inspire me. It um, It gets me to think about things differently. So I just wanted to say, you know, to Billy, you do the same for you really do that for everybody. Your laugh, the joy that you take in what you do, of doing things for others. It's just awesome. And I absolutely love watching you get spoiled by Linda, your guardian angel, whoever she is. To Linda, cheers to you. As much as Billy gets joy out of it, we get so much joy out of watching her get surprised and open your packages. So from us, for Billy, thank you. Okay. I'm not usually the emotional, touchy-feely type, so that's my quota for the week. Yarn. Speaking of yarn, I don't think I acquired any. I did acquire this week. I may have to pause. Hubby walks by. He doesn't want to be in the video. The only one I acquired was this. This is Lion Brand Thick and Quick. This is the Starlight colorway. It's the cream, the fisherman color with the sparkle in it. I was making a hat and ran out, so I had to put it aside and finally got it. So that was my only me acquisition yarn-wise this week. But I had taken advantage of the Lion Brand 5 for 10, which I said I wasn't going to, and I went back and forth and back and forth, and I finally caved twice. So shipping number 1, I finally got. And the story behind that is this was on Wednesday. On Tuesday, I checked my email. I'm like, I wonder where that is. I haven't gotten it. It should have been here by now. And then on Wednesday, I get a phone call. And hang on one second. Okay. I had to go turn the fan towards me. It's quite warm. So much so, I had 2 cubes of ice in this wine, and it's already melted. Okay, so the yarn. I got a phone call from a number. So a lot of the telemarketers and the scammers or whatever, they've been calling and making it look like it's calling. They're calling locally, or even they're even putting a name in with a local looking number, and then you answer it, and then it goes right into the recording. Blah blah blah. So I didn't answer the first one. They called right back, and I only picked up because it was a local looking number. Turns out it was a local dentist office downtown, right across from the post office. Keep that in mind. And they said they had a package for me. I'm like, for me? You have at that dentist? I'm like, really? And then they read off my name. I'm like, okay. I'm like, where exactly are you? They told me where it is. I'm like, that's right across from the post office. Yeah. So FedEx somehow dropped off my box of yarn to this dental office, which is, so the post office is going this way, and there's a side street here. And it's not like a main street. It's just a side street where there are businesses and you kind of cut through. But post office, side street, and the business is right there. They dropped my mail off there. Why? I have no idea. The addresses aren't even the same or close to being the same. And the address I have my stuff shipped to is my P.O. box. And it doesn't say P.O. box, whatever. It's, you can get like a regular looking address, street address when you get a P.O. box, because there's some places that don't ship to P.O. boxes, but if you have that address, that street looking address, it's fine. How and why, I have no idea. But so I go down there, I pick it up, and I see the big box, and I'm like, oh, that's my yarn. And the woman started laughing because she goes, I told the other woman in here she must be looking for her yarn. I'm like, yes, I have been looking for my yarn. So yeah, I don't know why, because the post office is literally like not even 2 minutes walk to the right of them. And yeah, so FedEx goofed. So Lion Brand, I was watching Fiber Spider, and he also got a delivery, and the box was really damaged. So Lion Brand, if you happen to see this, I'm going to try to tag you guys in there. You might want to check up on FedEx and your deliveries, because they're doing wrong by us yarnies, let me tell you. Anyway, so what I got, excuse the bending, because there's a huge box here that I have nowhere to put the yarn, like literally. So anyway, I got 6 of these. Ooh, the color light in here is lovely today. Okay, so this is the lemongrass colorway, and these will be hats and my fringe triangle cowl. But these I think will all be hats, not the cowls, pretty sure. So anyway, there's 6 of these. There are, nope, that was 7 of the lemongrass. And then I believe I have 8 of these. And this is the gemstone colorway. So it's the taupe colorway with the silver sparkle in it. And then the reason I bought it in the first place was for this, which to me seemed a little brighter on the website. And of course I need to remember that when you're looking at it on the computer, there's always that, you know, different screens, different saturation levels, blah blah blah. So this is the wild strawberry, and it's a little darker than I thought it was, but anyway, this is why I decided to get them in the first place. There you go. So yeah, it's a good pink. It's not a Barbie pink, and I don't think I've ever worked with this colorway before, so I decided to get that. So I got 8, 10. I've already used 2, so I got 10 of those. And then I don't know what possessed me, but like a week later, I think I went back and I ordered some more. The wild strawberries were all gone, so I ended up getting, I think, lemongrass, the starlight, or the gemstone, the lemongrass, and I think I got a third. No, I think I got Hometown USA and Noises. So anyway, that's that. Where did I do my book? Hang on. So that's all supposed to be for hats and the French cows. So that's my acquisitions for yarn. Now, I have yet to make another bag because I just haven't had the time, and it's been so hot, and in the room I am, there's a lot of sunlight, so it gets pretty warm, and then having the iron on, it's just been too warm for that. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Father Minion and Minion 2 are off on a little boy trip doing whatever. Anyway, so as I was saying, my other acquisition, I haven't made my mom's tote yet. That's the next on my list. But I bought fabric because Joanne was having a sale. And I felt really, well, I didn't feel bad. A little guilt. I felt a little guilty. But the reason I went is I bought the black and I wasn't sure what color to put in the insides. And then I had an idea of green. Her favorite color is blue, and she likes blues and reds. And does she like red? It's blue. There's a color she just said she didn't like. No, she says as long as it wasn't browns, whites, or I think red, which was like, oh, you don't like red? Anyway, but I was just looking at the fabric, and I think this would be perfect. It's bright, it's cherry for her, and then I saw this. No, the reason I went in is they had I consider it like a gotcha kind of clearance. For every yard of fabric you buy at whatever price, and you could use coupons, there were certain fabrics that they had for 1 cent a yard. So if you buy one yard of fabric, say at $5.99, and then use your coupon, then these selected fabrics you can get a yard for $1.99. So I bought 2 yards of this, and then I bought 1 yard of this, which is nice and bright. Oh, color's coming out almost perfect right now. So it's just a nice, it's not too busy, and it's bright enough for the insides, even though I do like to keep to a plain inside every once in a while. And then I saw this, and I like this. And this is blowing out. This is more on the greeny teal side than the blue cold color it's looking. So this one is not quite showing up. Nope. But it's a lovely, more greeny teal. So those are what I got. That's closer to it right here. All right. So next week before vacation, my goal is to make my mom's tote, or at least get it cut, and then just keep working on hats. So, whips. I have started, hang on, and I blame, whoops, oh no, I just pulled out like a whole couple of rows. I forgot it's, hang on, it's still attached. All right. I don't usually do these tiny amigurumis, but it's so cute, and I blame Karen of Happiness is Homemade and Kim of Blue Cherub. They did they print it out? It's somewhere. They made the Kirika pocket unicorn, and I just thought it was so cute. And Karen's was in a sparkly kind of yarn, and I want to make it in a sparkly yarn, but I figured I will just use what I have right now. And I had some leftover. This is Red Heart Super Saver. I had some of that, and I have a small skein of Karen Simply Soft Sparkle. It's coming out gray here, but it's a taupey color. So these are just the legs that are made right now. And then, oh no, and then I made the, what's it called? Fringe here. And this is supposed to be the tail, which I just pulled out like two or three rows out of. So that's as far as I've gotten on that. And then the other active whip I have is the Stash of Shells, a crochet along by the Crochet Project. So it started off here looking like a triangle. The brown part. And I'm using Peyton's, is it Peyton? Peyton's DK, the classic cotton and DK, no, classic cotton, classic wool. I could just look at the band. The classic wool and DK superwash. So I'm not thrilled with the colors. They're coming out a little blown out. This is looking blue, but it's actually purple. And this is, I talked about it last time. So anyway, last time I was up to, I think, here in this mesh part. So it started as a triangle, and now they're kind of doing like a corner to corner. They're decreasing on one side and increasing on the other. So it's basically becoming a rectangle, or maybe a slight angled. I'm not thrilled with it. I was kind of actually hoping for a triangle, but I don't know if it's the color that's ho-humming me, but who knows? I do like the red though. And what was the color of the red? Claret. I like that one. But anyway, I am on clue 3. I'm almost done with clue 3. Last time I mentioned it, I was working on clue 2 and clue 3 was out. No, I was finishing up. Yes, I'm all over the place. Well, anyway, I'm almost done with clue 3, and clue 4 just came out yesterday, Friday, so we shall see. All right, so that is my active whip right now, and if you hear any noise, the cord from the camcorder is attached in front of me, and I keep bumping into it, so pardon me. What else are we doing? I don't have any other active whips. I apologize if touching that cord is making noise. I did use the tote that Debbie made me. I love these colors. It's like summery and almost fall at the same time. I love it. But I did use it to bag up all my whips. Most of my whips. All my semi-active whips that are on the floor around me. They're in there right now. And then the other one that I haven't touched at all this week is my sweater. My boy lollipop sweater. That cal is way over. Not that I was participating. I just bought the pattern to make it. She's actually started another cal for another knit top. It's a Shelly top. It's like, what's it called? It's like a feather and fan type stitch, knit stitch, the knit version. So that's that. So those are my whips right now. What I'm going to do is take you over to, because I need to go break and get something. So I will take you over to the winner for the 2,000 subscriber giveaway, or winners of the 2,000 subscriber giveaway. And
hello everyone, this is Laurel, and it's time to pick the winner for the 2,000 subscriber giveaway. Once again, thank you all for subscribing, for spending some time with me, and all that good stuff. So let's get on with it. The URL's in. There were 131 unique commenters. So let us pick winner number one, which will be for the yarn and whatever else I can fit in that box. So here we go. Stephanie Lansbury. Awesome. She says, congrats on 2,000 subscribers. I had an eye hook that was 5.25 that I got about 10 years ago at Walmart. Actually didn't know it was an odd size till recently. You know what? Obviously I didn't know that size even existed, and I don't know how I missed it at Walmart, but I've gotten both ends of the spectrum, where the people who have it, I should say, have had it. It's been passed down. It's been a while that they've had it, or a lot more people have recently got it at Walmart, and I have yet to go and check out if it's there. But if it is, I totally missed it. Probably because I haven't used a non-ergonomic hook in so long that I just haven't really paid attention to it. But anyway, congratulations, Stephanie. And let us move on to winner number two, which will be for $10, up to $10 of patterns from Ravelry. So here we go. All right. Tasha's Yarny Creations. Awesome. Just bought a set of boy hooks from Walmart, and it has a 5.25. Yep, I definitely need to go check out Walmart. So, all right. Stephanie and Tasha, my information will be down below. So normally you have 1 week to get back to me, but we're actually going to be on vacation. So if you get back to me before Thursday, I should be able to get the Stephanie, yours in the mail, and Tasha, get you whatever patterns you want. But if it's after that, it would have to wait till the week of the 29th when we get back. So, all right.
Okay,
thanks, guys.
so Stephanie and Tasha, you guys know the drill. My information is below. If you contact me, like I said, before Thursday, so by the end of the day, Wednesday, then I can have stuff in the mail Thursday, and then get you your stuff out. Tasha shouldn't be a problem. Doesn't matter if I'm on vacation. I should be able to go in and do your patterns, but definitely Stephanie. If you can let me know by Wednesday, then I can have it out in the mail Thursday. Otherwise, we would have to wait till I get back from vacation. So speaking of, yes, we will be on vacation next week. So starting end of next week. So there won't be an episode next week. Maybe I might record one Sunday when I get back, or Monday. If not, it'll have to wait till the following week. So, all right. So that was that. Congratulations, guys. Thank you again, everyone, for participating, for, oh my God, the hooks. I'm just so surprised that 5.25 exists. And some people are even showing up with, or saying that they're seeing 5.75, which is between the I and the G hook. I guess the G in some sets, not the G, the I and the J in some sets are 5.75 versus the 5 versus the 6. And I guess I kind of don't mind, because sometimes you want just that a little tighter of a gauge, and having different size hooks would get that. As long as you're not writing a pattern, because those hooks aren't that widely available, then it's not such a bad thing. So I definitely need to go check out Walmart, because what I'm finding is I'm liking my 4.5 and my 7mm hooks a lot, and those are not standard in sets here in the US. They are in the UK and in Europe and other places other than the US. But anyway, so thank you guys for participating. And the next big one won't be until 3,000 if I ever get there. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. But anyway, the random acts of sharing will continue here and there. Maybe not as often because I was trying to give away the bags that I was holding on to for a while. But we'll see. It's random, so you never know when they'll pop up. All right. Let's see. What's left? Two things. Well, finished objects. Let's do finished objects first, and then I will talk about the last thing. So, it's all about hats this month. All about hats. Hats and headbands, but mostly hats because headbands are easy. I usually use my leftover yarns to make them real quick. But second, I have a mess on the floor. And last time I said I was behind in making the hats. Oh, goodness. But I guess I'm catching up. Okay. Hope I didn't show you my behind. All right, headbands. I haven't put button tags on these yet, but this is just a little one from leftovers. I had enough to make a hat out of, I think, 2 skeins. I made a hat, and then I had, this is Hometown USA in the julep, something, Louisville julep, I think. But I made a regular size of the Kalina headband, and then I had just enough to make this little one. So I still have to put my tag on that. Oops. This was some leftover of, what did I use this for? This was some woolies that I used for, good Lord, I don't know what I used it for. Oh, I see it. It's the hat I'm testing for something else. I'm working on for something else. So this was leftover from it. So I just added it. I double stranded the woolies. I think the color was gold with what is becoming a favorite of mine, which hopefully they bring back, is the latte cake. So there's that. And then more latte cake combinations. This was one of these. These may look the same, but they're different. It's actually purple, but one is the Karen Nature, which is an old stash that I had. I think it was this one. So did I double it? No, I just held it with the latte cakes. And then this is Loops and Threads Impeccable with, and this one is small because this was the blueberry latte cake that I had, and that's all I had left, enough to make this small one. And then I have this one, which is the, what is that colorway? I'm pretty sure it's a discontinued colorway because it was part of the, I think when I bought it, it was a 10 for 10 on the Line Brand sale. It's the icy blue color, and I don't remember the colorway. But there's that one that needs a button. So, speaking of hats, I have been making, for my craft fair, I am trying to be more deliberate in what I bring with me. Because in the past, I've just made hats willy-nilly, and I don't make multiples. And I like bright colors, so that's not always a good thing. Some people happen to love it, but more people than not tend to, even though they like the color, they go right to the neutrals. And I usually only have one of a particular thing because I try a pattern and then it's done. So I'm trying to be more deliberate, like I said, and make multiples of the same style. And I'm also trying to limit the different styles of hats that I have. I think it's been overwhelming. That way I can put things on the table and make the table look less crowded, but keep all the overstock away. And then I can replenish it as which is something I should have done anyway, but I was just so stuck in my way that I just like to make bright colors only. And even though I'm still doing that, if I want to sell stuff, I need to cater to what the audience wants, I guess. So I'm still introducing color, but I'm trying to have multiples of the same color. That way I don't have, the table covered with a whole bunch of stuff. Just a few of that colorway and then all the rest put away so the table, like I said, doesn't look too cluttered. So and I'm limiting the styles of hat that I bring. So instead of every hat that I've designed having one of each, I am going to try to have 2 crochet styles and 2 knit styles for this year. And then all the stock that I still had left over from last year, I'm still going to bring it as filler, but what's mainly going to be on the table is just these, hopefully, if I get my button care and do stuff. So having said that, I have a lot of single skeins of Thick and Quick, because if I like a colorway, I'll pick it up. And I never think ahead, because usually I make hats and it doesn't require that many skeins. It's not like I'm making a sweater and I need a sweater quantity. So I am making my, and I'm trying to remember what was more popular, at the craft fairs last year. So my Victrina beanie was one that was picked up and tried on a lot. So I've decided to make that and maybe my shell stitch beanie for this year, because the shell stitch is my own of my patterns, my favorite. I've made it many times. I have one hat in it in the first iteration of the facet yarns from Michaels that I wear to death. I've like trimmed it, I've depilled it a few times, and I still go back to that same hat all the time. So I may start making those, but for right now I am on the Victrina beanie. So this is number 1. Now, most of my hat patterns uses the slip stitch border. I like the slip stitch border. It lasts longer when it stretches out. Especially after you wash it, it does tend to come back a little, opposed to a regular single crochet or half double crochet brim that once it stretches, it pretty much stretches. So, and I can speak from experience with the slip stitch and my shell stitch beanie that hasn't failed me yet. It hasn't just slipped off my head or anything, and I have a big noggin. So this is the Victrina beanie, and I just updated the pattern. For some reason, when I've changed my format a couple of times, and I updated the pattern last time into my new format, but I dropped the final line in the pattern, and I don't know how I did that unnoticed, but I decided to make the hat from the pattern to make sure everything still made sense. And I'm like, where's the last line? So I updated that, and the original pattern used Hometown USA, and making it in Thick and Quick was one of the things that people were drawn to a lot more at the craft fair. So I've changed that. And for this pattern, for if you use the regular non-variegated, non-fancy colorway Thick and Quick, you only need one skein. You may need a little more if you want to get a big pom-pom. So again, that's 1. 2, this is the, oh good Lord. Oh, I do not remember the colorway name of this, but it's one of my favorites because I love the tone on tone glitter on it. So there's that, and then there's a little smaller one. Oh, I love how it looks in the camera. The color isn't quite right. I guess right here is, but I love this colorway. So there are 2 of those, and then there's that one. And it's such a simple stitch, but the texture and the look of it is just, I love it, love it, love it. So there's that one. Now this is the what's it called? Strawberry Fields? Wild Strawberry. So this is the new one I hadn't worked with before, but this is what it looks like worked up, just a tad bit blown out. But yeah, there's that. There's a smaller one. There are 3 sizes in the patterns. The way I like to do my crochet patterns is I do it in one size, but I give you the multiples. That way, because even if they give you sizes, those sizes will doesn't always fit everyone, but from my way of thinking, if you get the multiples, then you can size it to however, whatever head size you want, rather than just sticking to those, it's this many rows for small, medium, or large. No, you have the multiples, so you can work it to big and slouchy, or small and really snug on your head and all that. So that's the way I like to do my patterns. Not everybody has their different ways. So this is one in the Hometown USA, and what I'm finding is it's a little stiffer than I used to remember, and I think they might have changed the Hometown USA. I know some colorways are a little softer and more pliable than others, and I think this is one of the stiffer ones because I had to go up a bit in the sizing, and I think it's a little too wide. But then again, there's always somebody's head would fit into these. So that one is in Hometown USA. And then the last one, this is the one I showed you that I had to go buy this for. So there's that one. And what I plan to do is I have some keychains, the fuzzy keychains from Michaels. I'm either going to use that, or I have the faux fur that I use to make faux fur pom-poms. I don't think I have any cut out to already make them. So either that is going to go on here. And I'm not sure if I'm just going to tie them on, which I think it's easier. That way people can just reach in and untie rather than trying to fuss with the putting the button in and trying to get it looped around. I think it'll less wobbly if it's tied on too, rather than just the string for the button. But not sure yet. So there's that. And then one that I just cast off yesterday or last night is my my footbridge. Not my footbridge. I don't even know my own pattern names. Not the footbridge. My Pebbles and Pathways. I haven't made a footbridge yet, but there's that one. So that is done. Those are the hats that I have so far. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 of them so far. And so the other reason that I haven't gotten that much done is I am going to be part of, I've mentioned before that I was working on something for the fall, and Lady Diane, oh man, I cannot talk to Lady Di Yarns. She is a dyer she's mainly on Instagram. She does have a website. I will put a link below. She has been doing clubs. She's a person of color maker, crafter, dyer, and she has clubs throughout the year. And I've mentioned before, because I bought 2 of them before. Claudia has been part of them and will be part of this upcoming one as well. So she has clubs, and in there you usually get 2 patterns, a knit and a crochet. You get some tea, you get some other goodies, you get pins and buttons. Claudia is going to be part of it. So her next one I am pleased to be part of. So I've been working on a pattern for that. So that has been taking up some of my time. I did mention last time that I was struggling with the yarns and which yarn to use that would be more accessible. Plus, I was pretty sure that I had to use a yarn from one of the dyers that's part of the club. So that's going to change the makeup of the pattern a little, and I need to work it around the yarn. So it's going to be a DK instead of a worsted, but again, there's going to be the multiples in the pattern, so you can size it up or down to your liking. But yeah, this is my first collaboration of sorts, so it's pretty cool. A little nervous because this is going to be out there for everybody. Oops, and I just totally almost, whoops. You guys okay? Still with me? So yeah. Yeah, that's it. I am totally looking forward to going on vacation and unplugging, not from social media. I'll be checking. I mean, who are we kidding? But just unplugging really from work and unplugging from here. From regular day life, and just going and, eating out every day and walking. The beach will be like literally 5 minutes walk across the street from us. And I'm ready. Just for some getaway time. So I think that's all I have. I really need to work on my mom's tote just to get it out of the way. I know she's not in a huge rush for it, but I want to get it out of the way because it's one less thing on my list to do. And keep working on hats. I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it. Hang on. I totally forgot. So speaking of charities, I've wanted to make these the Hat Not Hate campaign that Lion Brand puts on. I think this is the second year or third, second. I'm pretty sure. But they're trying to collect. I'm pretty sure you guys have all heard about it. If you're on Instagram, you've definitely seen it. If not, I will put a link to the information on the Lion Brand page. A few people have already mentioned it. If you guys have been watching podcasts, Billy just mentioned it. Some of the hats that she's gotten, she's sending some of those to there. I know the last episode, there was a red, white, and blue hat, a couple of them that she was planning on. I don't think that's going to work because it has to be a blue hat for the whole purpose of the campaign. So I made 3 hats. I needed a break from the regular ones that I was making. So I decided, I looked over and I saw blue and I decided, oh, I think I was watching somebody who mentioned it too. And I looked over at my stash and I'm like, I have blue. So I made 3 hats, all 3 of my patterns, and sent those off earlier this week. So they should have gotten it on Thursday or yesterday. They should have gotten it, or it should have been delivered anyway. So I will put a link to the Hat Not Hate program. They need to receive the hats by August 1st. So if you would like to participate and you have some blue yarn, it can be any shade of blue, I believe, but it just has to be a blue hat, any shade of blue. I will leave the information or the link to that page where you can mail it off to. And this is it for now, I'm pretty sure. All right. I will talk to you guys, if not in a week when I get back, then definitely in 2 weeks. I hope you guys have a good time, a good week, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.